How's everybody doing tonight? You doing well? It's good to be here doing comedy in a church. Because if there's one group of people who don't take themselves too seriously and can learn how to take a joke about themselves, it's Christians, am I right? Yeah, you know. Why do we get so hung up about ourselves? Do we think that God doesn't have a sense of humor? Somebody tells a joke about Jesus or the Bible, like, I don't think the Lord would laugh at something like that. This isn't something we really should be laughing at. Well, if you ever needed proof that God does have a twisted sense of humor, just take a look at the person you're sitting beside tonight. He put them there, and then understand that God is here. God's ready to laugh with you tonight as well. See, case in point, right there. Not ready to laugh at yourselves yet. I'm a pastor at a church in Mississauga, and there's a thing that's been going around the last few years where church offerings have been going down, and we're trying to figure out new ways to make money. So we're trying something different at our church. Instead of doing offerings, we're doing 50-50 now on Sunday mornings. We're trying to see if that will actually increase giving. And thus far, it hasn't increased giving, but what it has done is it's given the counter something to do during the service, because, you know, they're back there going, one for us, one for Jesus, one for us, one for Jesus. And their people are now staying around to the very end of the service, which is great, because we read out the numbers at the end of the service, and everybody plays their favorite numbers. There's one lady, she does 316 every week, and there's the one guy, he's playing 777. So we get to the end of the service, and 3/4 of the crowd falls down crying, and somebody else jumps up and yells, hallelujah! And we're a Pentecostal church, so that's pretty much what you're looking for at the end of every service anyway, right? You know it's a good service then, so it's kind of win-win, even though we're not really making a whole lot of money extra on that. I was checking out our kids program last Sunday, and if you've ever walked into a kids program, you know that at times it's a little bit of chaos. And I walked in last Sunday, and there was a kid running around in his underpants, and I thought, the first thought I had was, that's not plan to protect. And if you work in church, you know that's dangerous. And but he was having a blast, so we just kind of let him keep going. There's really no greater feeling than running around in your underpants, and there's only 3 times in life when you can really do that in public and have it be socially acceptable. And the first time is when you're 3. The second time maybe on the night of your bachelor party, and you get a little all worked up and you're running around in your underpants. And the third is if you're a middle-aged man pretending to be a superhero running around in giant red underpants. And Dave was feeling a little nervous about doing that day after day after day, and so they're all laughing, so you're okay. You can keep running around in giant red underpants. Yes, don't worry about that.
They're black.
They're black. I am the brother of Captain Kindness, which is not always an easy thing. I had my parents over for dinner last night, and my mom, she started telling me all about her eldest son. You know, Rick, he really is a superhero. There are signs up all over the city, I'm a kindness superhero. There's curriculum in the school. He is literally changing the world through kindness. He's a superhero. She's looking at me with these big eyes. And she's, so what have you been doing lately? I wrote a few jokes about laughing at the Lord. So that's kind of a superhero in some way. I'm a parent. Any parents in the room tonight? Where are your children? You left them with a responsible 11-year-old who you don't trust to make microwave dinners, but they can handle your children, right? I left mine at home with 11-year-old.